Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. It is I, Benjamin Wallace. And today we're starting a new game. Going to be Unicorn Overlord. I bought this game like 6+ months ago, and it's just been sitting on my PS5. And now I will finally stream it. I've never played it. I've barely watched any videos about it, so I'm, for the most part, going in completely blind. So, hopefully... I mean, it's a game by Atlas and Sega, so like... And I've heard pretty good things about it, so I am pretty excited. Also, as I was learning how to work the game capture and everything, figured out I could just... There's certain like alerts and stuff that I could just put on monitor, and I don't have to add a second one to do in order to hear certain sounds over OBS, which will clean some of the clutter. But without further ado, let's switch scenes here so that you can see the new look I have for when we are playing the game. See? There we go. Here it is. Unicorn Overlord. Oh. Adjusted the sound a little bit, but I'm not... hopefully it's not too loud, or if anything, it's just loud enough. If there is any issues, I will adjust as we go. Hopefully it isn't terrible by any means as far as the audio. Alright. Let's get into the game. There it is. There's the unicorn. Makes a cameo.
My queen, take leave of this place while you're still able.
To where, I might ask? Nigh every last of Cornia's lords has forsaken us in favor of the traitor Valmor. No refuge remains for a crowned fugitive. Yet the general seeks my death and mine alone. I shall not flee from that fate. Though you still can, a sole rider with Elaine at your side. Take him, Joseph. Raise that delicate seedling into a sturdy tree capable of weathering the harsh climes that await. And pray safeguard the ring of the unicorn as well.
You're wielding shields. Interesting.
Hold it close to you until Elaine is a man grown. He will have need of the power it bears.
My queen,
Mother?
I'm assuming that's the main character right there.
Are they coming for us?
Heed well these words, Elaine. I say this not as your mother, but as your queen. From here forth, you're to treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly with my tongue. Do you understand?
Of course, but is there something amiss?
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you.
Why are you just standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
would that I were able, my prince. Come, we've not a minute to spare.
Straight in the thick of it. Yeah, also, I should look at, making it so it doesn't auto. Can I? No, I don't want to. Options. So I don't disable auto advance. Is that for the text? Skip this cutscene. No. So yeah, okay. Now I was able to play it and stop it as I want it to be. Our great general has reduced little more than a ace traitor. You'll find my head not so easily parted from my shoulders, Valmor. I wonder if you can say the same. Come, everyone. We march this day for Her Majesty Elenia? I'm assuming that's how you say it. Okay. Alright, I guess this is time to learn the combat. Move the cursor with the left analog stick. Select alien command and then move across the stage. Cool. Select Queen Leo's movement and move command to make them march toward onwards. Alright. This is so interesting. So there's a 6 over here and a 5 over here. I would assume
Consider wisely our options.
that it's smarter to take down the weaker Link first. I mean, if this battle doesn't look like it's gonna go well. Oh, I could hit this 5. Is this which? This is Voldemort's unit. So if I want to get closer, I think it's smart to maybe take this unit down first. I don't know. Can I not just select it? Do I have to, like, they want me just to straight up...
With me!
Oh, just select it. I think it would have been better if you went the other way, but alright. Organize. Edit your unit formation, equipment, and tactics. Oh. Shit. I'm just gonna battle that out and see how this gameplay works, because I have no idea. Hello.
On your guard!
Does this suit you?
It sort of reminds me of like some mobile games like, what is it?
You'll see no harm.
There's a couple that are like this.
Behold my might. I trust you.
Can't remember the exact rhymes though.
My magic is yours. Victory is ours!
This is very one-sided. I guess these are like really top tier units. Okay. But does the number not matter too much? He has one level 4, level 3. We have a level 4 too as well. But we also have a level... I don't understand why their unit has a higher number, but maybe I'll explain it more as the game progresses.
I have you!
I shall protect you.
And we're barely taking
Does this suit you?
any damage.
Ready yourself!
We're just destroying the enemies. This is crazy.
You'll see no harm.
He's just blocking literally every
We shall
single
see
attack.
our duty through. I trust you.
But like I'm assuming the ones in the back are like support. And like, I guess range units as well.
Now free!
Raise your shield!
How's this? Cornea shall never
So
fade.
interesting. It's probably gonna take me some time to figure out how everything works. It's just gonna be a learning curve. We're now at 4.
Caesar!
Caesar? Julius Caesar.
Enlighten me, Valmor. To what end do you seek to usurp my throne?
Hopefully the audio isn't too loud. When I listened to it last, it was good, so... Hoping. Hopefully I'm not too quiet either. That'd be really sad.
Your throne I aspire
Good lord,
towards.
a decent a bit.
It's all of them. Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Fevrith, and I, the blade to restore our world to its natural order.
You seek to plunge the continent into war. Fevrith need not suffer your delusions.
A proper ruler demands unity, not pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors.
I think I've watched an anime that's actually really similar to this. What is it called? Oh man, I'll figure it out later. But there's an anime that's really close to like the same kind of storylines.
Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest and reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
I would sooner see you slain by my hand!
Oh damn! It just went into an all-out brawl. Crazy.
I promise you, my queen, the royal lineage shall endure. 'Tis but a great shame I couldn't aid you further. All has gone according to plan, my lord. And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at a new dawn for Fevrith, one which will see Zenoira's dominion restored at last. Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain. About that, my lord. A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred.
So they actually got out. Which, yeah, it's gonna be you. You're gonna be controlling the one character, I'm assuming. And then it's gonna be a story to reclaim the throne. Which tends to be the case to a lot of, like, medieval stories.
And the boy is lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offensive. It would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception.
Year 895 of the Hallowed Chronicle. Claiming himself a scion of the fallen Sonoran Empire, Cornea's once decorated General Valmor rebelled against his erstwhile home at the seat of its monarchy, Gran Corinne.
Dark Knight rises.
Its queen, Elenia, bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Elaine's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned.
How does this look? I still have that intro face, but I kind of
With Cornea's queen
changed how it
lost,
looked.
care of the young prince fell
This
to
works,
her
actually.
faithful knight, Joseph,
And
who
if it's
took
in the
wing
way too
beyond
much, I'll get rid
Valmor's
of it.
wretched grasp to asylum on the Forned Isle of Palavia in the Holy Kingdom of Albion. And boastfully proclaiming himself Fevrith's new emperor, Valmor donned a second name, Calarius, and began a relentless onslaught the continent's nations could only but struggle against.
Nice.
Yet each realm's endeavors fell in vain time and again. And ere long,
He just straight up took everything.
Realized.
Oh no, if the Fire Nation actually won in the end.
His blood-soaked unification come to bear. Few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor Galerius. Embers of resistance burned on. Yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. Desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears, night after unceasing night.
I like the dark tone in the story.
10 years have passed since the Shroud of War first set over Cornea.
And the voice acting is also really, really good. I'm impressed.
I wonder if those two are at it again.
Another unicorn. It's two.
Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
The art also looks so nice too. I have like nothing. I don't.
Sorry, Alec.
I know nothing
This
of what's
round's
gonna
mine.
happen, so this is gonna be interesting.
Ah, you always were the optimist. Damn it! You got a good hit in, I'll give you that.
Best it again, it seems.
There's just no stopping you these days. Yet you've grown no less than I have.
I'm worried that I'm not talking too much, but I'm really absorbed in this game right now. It'll be difficult. I'll try to talk more.
Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
Weird to think he's back on the mainland now. Finally making that Liberation Army thing a reality, huh? Guess that means we'll be going up against Anoira soon.
Indeed it does.
Is that the entire kingdom, or is it?
The people of Cornea are suffering, Lex. Crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine. That, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Well, yeah, but Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand. How are we gonna fight back against that?
Start a resistance group, I assume.
The earth may be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice.
God is on our side. I see how it is.
You got a point there. Sorry for not sounding all too confident. Just make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lex. You know I can't do this without you.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Anyway, that's enough training for today. We're gonna miss lunch if we don't get moving.
I suppose it is that time.
You see something out there?
It's a ship.
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors too.
This island is no longer safe. We have to tell the others.
There's ships in the waters.
With you there. You head for the cathedral. I'll make sure the town knows what's coming.
I'm assuming this was like an isolated island where he could grow up. I'm also surprised that they didn't investigate
Seal off
this
the harbor and do it
island
quick.
for like 10
Not
years.
a soul gets off this island under our watch. All soldiers have alighted, sir.
Wasn't? Maybe it's in my head. He looks a lot like, maybe they all look very similar, but I thought he was on the Queen's side.
Dispatch the vanguard to the cathedral.
I'm gonna have to watch back this scene and maybe they just look similar. Who knows?
And remember, we're to apprehend the target alive.
Understood, sir.
There was a lot of names and I didn't keep track of all of them.
O Heavenly Father, ruler of land and sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies in the times to come. Guide our lost souls on the path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith. Such is my request.
I think I'm
as your
assuming this
humble
is a different
servant.
character. Oh, no, it's the same
In the name
blonde
of
girl.
the guardian unicorn, and that of the Holy Mother. Is that you, Elaine? How many times must I ask you not to stomp around in the cathedral?
Ooh.
What is the meaning of this?
Her outfit, it's nice. Nice. Alright, that's...
Well, look what we've got
I
here.
didn't notice until
Seems we're the first to
she
show.
moved around, alright? Oh, I'm assuming the other guys show up quickly and help dispatch these
Rough her
guys.
up if you want, but don't forget, the girl dies and our heads will roll too.
Such depravity will not go unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah? Then you best get to praying.
She's definitely a candidate for best girl so far, waifu material. Yeah.
She's fast.
You just, I'm assuming she's a cleric too. You just got bodied by a cleric, my dude.
Not as fast as...
Oh, oh God!
Scarlet, are you hurt?
They're just doing their job. I guess. Huh. No. Didn't even bat an eye.
Only a little shaken, that's all.
They were only kidding.
What's happening to us, Elaine?
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil. One hoisting the banner of the Zenoiran army.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
Yes, let's say that out loud, so that if anyone's nearby, they'd hear it.
I can't say for certain, but we know one thing. These people are our enemy, and they must be stopped.
Taking the taking the Dimitri route in 3 houses.
Yes.
Kill every last
My
one of them.
cathedral will see no more bloodshed this day.
So who's gonna clean these bodies up? We're just gonna leave them here.
Come, let's move outside.
Oh.
Your Highness, it's a relief to see you unharmed.
Hold on. Where's Lex?
He went ahead to alert the town. We'd best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
A ring.
Unicorn ring.
The Ring of the Unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended to wait till signs of age played more deeply across your face.
But we no longer have such luxury.
What a what a roundabout way of saying I was gonna wait until you're older.
I have the utmost faith you'll see it secured.
A keepsake from my mother. Thank you for this, Joseph. Truly.
Make no further mention of it. Now, let us be off.
Alright, battle stages are the fields of combat where allied and enemy units wage war in real time. Yes. Each battle stage has victory conditions that must be fulfilled in order to complete it. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Allied units can be deployed from any base flying a blue flag. Interesting. First, move the cursor to the command post, and give Aliens? Aliens? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce these words. Elaine. To units the order to deploy. His names baffle me. Select the command post and deploy it. It's just the two of them, eh?
The day will be ours.
Deploying a unit consumes 1 valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left on the screen. Alright, give me 1 second. I need to grab some water because my mouth is so freaking dry. I'll be right back. Alright. Convenience of having a mini fridge in your room. Flying a unit consumes 1 valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left of the screen. Makes sense. Valor points can be replenished by defeating enemies, liberating towns, and more. Okay. Alan, look. They've already reached the town. And we know our first aim. We must dispatch those soldiers as quickly as possible. Like...
The time is at hand.
It seems pretty simple so far. I'm assuming it gets a lot more complicated as the game progresses. When an allied unit encounters an enemy unit in battle, okay, yeah. Use it to organize your forces and view enemy detail before battle. So you just set up your board the best of your ability to counter the enemies in a stance, which I love how it looks like a chessboard. I think that's really cool. It's a nice little touch. So, I'm assuming people in the back will stay in the back. Can I adjust? The priestess of Alivayan of Orthodoxy excels at healing and support skills, effective versus armored foes such as hoplites. Cool. So caster can provide healing assets for allies. Healing caster. Cool. skills aren't the greatest, but we are level 1 to be fair. Okay. I'm assuming... Can you move a character around? Oops. I'm assuming it will tell me if I can, but as far as the loadout, it should be fine, right? Balance will take turns using skills. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a skill, yep, so that's the block. So he's out of passive points. Does that mean they go to strike him again, they'll actually do some damage?
Easy now. Light!
Man, it's hard to say nothing. Oh man. Don't worry about it. Or does it always... So each it's kind of like D&D a little bit with action points and passive points. Okay. Grants 20 defense. Grants... So the guard... I would have an extra point if I was lower than half health. Okay, that's cool. And she's just switching back. Is her passive healing? It must be. Okay, that makes sense. So she heals and then she has an attacking. Okay, that's cool. The Japanese designed her outfit like very meticulously, it looks. If neither unit is defeated in battle, the side with the lower percentage HP is the loser. Oh. So even if you're... Oh, that's interesting too. On losing a battle, the defeated unit is knocked back and enters a waiting state, rendering it immobile for a short time. That kind of reminds me of like Fire Emblem games too, where if you don't, you can like do a certain amount of damage and then the combat just ends rather than it going on forever until one side is completely out. That's cool. So I can attack them again, or I can go here. But it wants me to do this. It's kind of forcing me to do this. I'm assuming because it's like a little bit of a tutorial. Barely took any damage. Like, I'm assuming each person starts with 1 EP, 1 passive point. You heal when attacking is crazy.
Fine job.
It's a very strong combination. Also then have a healer as well.
A fine bout.
He's been murdered. Good. All that remains is to reclaim the town. That's where Lex headed, right? I hope he's okay. Garrisoning a unit in a town for other facility will allow that unit to liberate the facility. Oh.
We march.
Just march to it.
To me. For the liberation.
Liberating facilities will replenish valor points and boost your score upon completing the stage. Additionally, facilities that have been liberated will serve as bases from which allied units can be deployed. Next. Hey, sorry about that. They caught me off guard there. Don't worry, everyone's safe. I made sure of it. I knew I was right to count on you, and I'm glad you're unarmed as well. Still, wish I could have done more, though. Here, let me scout out ahead to make up for it. Is he like a scout character? Units can be ordered to move to any location. Specifically. Alright. I'll just select
Sure
him.
thing.
Move him up.
On it. So, what next?
Just what I was hoping for. It's time to show these guys what I'm made of. Is he gonna solo? My dude, are you...
I'm up.
We just fought... He's got a solo? Is that what's happening? And this guy was losing to the blue-hairy guy?
You got it.
By himself? Alright. Recruit's shield. Yeah, he does have good equipment. Arrow cover. He has a support skill. I don't see how he's going to beat the enemy. He has S guard. That's crazy. Alright. Let's see how this turns out.
Got me good.
Let me tell you, it's not looking good. I don't know what he was thinking. If this wasn't the tutorial, I would never have done that. Damn, might have gotten too eager there. Suicidal, almost. Lex. No, we'll never make it in time. Allow me, Your Highness. Different units have different degrees of mobility. The higher the stat is, the quicker they'll move through the battle stage. A unit's combined mobility is determined by the individual mobility stats of its members.
Service of the royal family.
I guess maybe these units are like pre-designed.
I'll not fail you. By your word.
It's also kind of like Civ, where you're trying to if your units are low, you want to rush your characters into it in order to save. Like Civ, Crusader Kings, a lot of strategy games have this kind of feature, honestly. I'm your foe this day. Prepare to be struck down. When two allied units are close in proximity, one can swap in for the other. Press left or right. You have your Joseph's units swap in for Lex. But what if I don't? For battle, you will see a prediction on how much damage each unit will take. Note, these predictions change when swapping units.
It's not looking great.
Yeah, it looks like you would die.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
You would wipe them out. I think that I like those odds. My man straight up one-shots. They both one-shotted.
Glory to the liberation! A trivial undertaking.
Next, are you alright? Somehow, yeah. Sorry for making you worried. You know, it's a miracle you even put up your armor on straight. Here, this medicine should perk you up. Ooh, healing tonics. Like abandoned, HP falls to 0, they will be rendered incapacitated. So, is there permadeath in this game? Surely. Probably not. Unless... I didn't see a difficulty option, so I don't know. Items and skills can restore HP and revive. That makes sense. Select items. Is that... It's gonna make me do that. I needed that. Chloe, perhaps you be better served watching after Lex directly. Just babysitting him. I fear he is a bit of a liability on his own. Very fair. Very much agreed. No more messing around, Lex. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. Now then, this area appears to be safe for the time being. Let us hurry on to the harbor. My word, that's Horderic. Is that the guy? Because I could have swore that was one of the Queen's men. Yeah, it wasn't in my... I wasn't crazy, he is him. He and I used to stand as the stalwart pillars of Cornea's defense. I might possibly have changed him. Is like the recruitment system in the Fire Emblem, is that going to be similar to this, where once I beat him, if I talk to him, I can recruit him? Is that how that will work? That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Prepare yourself, rebels. Any foolish enough to defy Emperor Galliarus must be put to the sword. It seems combat is the only path forward. Indeed, ridding this land of the enemy must be our first and only priority, no matter who that enemy may be. Time limit expires. Okay. There's time limits? Move the cursor while holding X to select multiple units and give them the exact same order. After selecting the desired units, release X and choose a destination. Order all selected units to head toward that direction. Ordering a unit to move or pressing X during battle will automatically pause the game. The move and items commands can be used even while the game is paused. Oh. Press circle to resume the game. So I just hold it down. You'll get there first, right?
As you wish.
Oh, and then I press circle to unpause it. And then X to pause it again. Okay.
Come.
You face me.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
So in this one, he does more damage, but he takes damage.
You face me. Come. Your villainy ends here.
So what I can do is I can swap this guy in he takes no damage from this fight, and then I can hit him with the horse and take 0 damage in general. I think that sounds smart. A smarter plan. Does it predict the misses?
Let me.
Good.
We knocked him back. Can we... Oops. Oh god. What did I do? No, can I
Awaiting your
just
command.
select him and battle
Very
him?
well.
Can I
Sure thing.
make them attack different people? So I would take 14 damage here, 13 damage here. Can
Time is
I...
at hand.
Much damage. I would take 1 damage, 0 damage over here. So if I fight
Path is
that,
set. Ready.
and then let's have him fight him after the fact. So let's have him go here.
Yes, sir.
I shall hold nothing back.
You face me.
Gaze
Come
upon.
then.
I shall hold nothing
This would
back.
knock them out. I guess for 1 damage, I might as well do that, right? He does so
I have
much.
you.
It also depends on, like, sometimes you don't get to keep certain characters because they're just way overpowered. Maybe I should focus on actually leveling up the other characters. Actually,
I've not chosen my
that might be
grave
so
yet.
much smarter. 'Cause I want the other characters to actually
thing.
level up. As, like, hurt they might be at times. We'll do this,
To me. Ready.
and then we'll bring this guy
On
here.
it.
So.
Gaze upon.
Your villainy ends here.
I shall.
You face me.
I straight up, I just want the experience, to be honest. I think that's a smart thing to play into. I'll take the damage. Oh, she gets hit because she's in the back. Does she not heal herself? Do they have like a piercing?
Light.
So like the ones with the lances can hit the front and the back row. Interesting.
Your villainy ends here.
Oh, I could just do this one too, because
Come.
You face me.
I
it
shall
knocks
come
him
then.
out and he takes 0 damage.
Good. Well fought.
I want this group
I'm up.
to do... Yeah, that's a good
You
battle.
got it.
We march.
I don't want
The path is set.
What would you ask?
I don't want him to take the
As
3
you wish.
XP. How long are they
I have
down
an
for?
hour.
Probably until that runs out. So it's different now, right?
This one's mine.
They'll do a little bit of damage, but in the end he'll knock him out. That works out for me.
Sorry.
Most of the damage they really do is because they hit the back line. Because the healers can't heal themselves, it seems. As far as I can tell.
Take notes, Lex.
We also do have a level up. That's gonna be pretty big.
Told you I'm awesome.
Yeah, I should be focusing on leveling up the lower characters, and then I can work on. Right now, that doesn't do that much damage. Let
Awaiting
me.
your command.
Maybe I can weaken him using this guy, and then finish him with the other 2 characters.
Very well.
Ready. Yes, sir.
Gaze upon the face.
You face me.
Come.
I also want them to fight together because I want to see if they actually have some special interaction.
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
I fail to understand, Hodrick. What has motivated this shift in allegiance?
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated knight. I shall close the book on your tale myself.
He's just there blocking all these attacks. And he's taking those hits pretty well. Wow, okay.
Fight in me yet.
Straight up knocking that guy off. Such firm defenses, our weapons barely leave a scratch. Perhaps my magic will work then. Leave this to me, Alan. Alright. Hold R2 to fast forward the game and advance quickly. R2 can be used. Which one? It's the right bottom one. Alright. First things first, maybe I should... I probably don't need a heal, do I?
Time is at hand.
How much does a tonic at 30? He's 15. Yeah, it should be fine, right? It's the worst that can happen. This does a lot of damage, too.
To me. I'm here. Come then. Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Enough of your questions, whelp. Interfere, and I shall see you suffer for it.
I don't know if he's actually evil, or is he, like, trying to test them or something. I guess that's something to be seen. Magic's really... So, like, the magic's really good on, like, heavy characters, which seems to be the norm in most games like these. He knocked you back. That's interesting.
Sure thing.
And I do damage to you? I do 2 damage. Not a terrible option.
On it.
Not the worst.
What would you ask?
I could finish him off with this guy, but I think I want to finish him off with the weaker guys.
You don't stand a chance.
Because I just want the experience. I think that's going to be more important than finishing this fight fast.
Try it.
2 full damage.
I have you.
So I just need to be careful of piercing enemies so they don't start stabbing my back line, it seems. And then every time that happens, they get knocked back quite a bit. The time limit they give you is a lot, by the way.
Light.
A fine job. Another step forward.
So now he gets to level 2, which pretty good. That's what we want. We want the levels.
I can't fail my sacred mission.
As well, accuracy, HP. I don't know. I feel like there's. I wish he got more boosts in stats, but all right, it is what it is.
A fine bout.
Did we kill him? Did we actually kill that guy? And we're swimming in gold. So you don't get everything until the end of the
What foolishness
battle.
is this? One such as I, brought low by the corneate vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Holdrick.
Are we recruiting you?
How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become. I may stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your descent.
No, don't. Stop it. Please.
Wait.
Your Highness.
Change sides again. You've done it once already.
Tell me, Hodrick, do you remember the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy?
He's playing on his sympathies, the oldest trick in the book.
Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why cast that aside and bend the knee to Galerius? I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim
Dental
conclusion.
benefits were just so great.
A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
You gave me the weekends off. What more can you ask than that?
Elaine!
Oh. I see. I see how this game is gonna go. Interesting. He's getting rid of the darkness in his heart.
The ring! What sorcery is this?
Alright. Just the idle animation. Okay, never mind. I just forget what I say.
Oh, my head.
Being distracted.
What am I doing here?
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince.
It was a spell. I'm plead guilty.
That ill-fated
Due to
day,
insanity.
all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice.
That makes sense why she lost. I feel like all of her guys were so like strong that the only way I could see them getting taken down was if suddenly he mind controlled all of them to turn on her.
Unfortunately, my memories end there as well.
A frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Elaine.
How nice.
That's enough. You mustn't blame yourself any further. But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
In truth, I had believed it to be mere regalia, a symbol of your birthright and nothing more.
I'm surprised you haven't put the ring on or tied it to a string and hung it around your neck or something with it. He's just free palming it near the pier, and you know, some people are a little clumsy. They'll accidentally, you know, drop it. Goes into the ocean. What do you do now?
To think the power of cleansing truly exists.
I've seen a video of like someone proposing on a pier with the ring, and then like they accidentally drop it. It's like, what do you do then? Like, buy a new ring, or are you gonna go swimming for a while?
Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil, but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
Should Galerius's rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people, then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
So you're telling me... No, okay, think of this. You're telling me if the queen had this ring, then all the bad wouldn't have happened, because it would have cleared the mind control, stopped her own allies from turning on her. Is that what you're telling me? Maybe I got something wrong, but I feel like this entire situation could have been solved with a little bit deeper planning, perhaps. I guess they didn't know about the mind control, but you usually want to bring your best weapons to the end of the world kind of battle.
It might just bring the iron wall of Zenoira crashing down.
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta?
It's this.
Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled, and slay Galerius like the beast he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing this game for years, so I hope everyone's ready for that. Non-stop gaming. He said it would take years. I'm gonna take years for this.
And how does Hodrick
Where do you
fare?
find these games? What do you mean? This game is so good. I've heard so much, like, so many good things about it. Can you read that text on the stream? Like, how visible is that? I need to change the opacity. I'll change the opacity on that in the future. This game was, like, pretty highly rated, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was trying to see the chat, which is on the right of the game itself.
Well, all things considered, any fog that lingered in his mind seems
Or
to
like
have
the
cleared,
on-screen chat.
and he stands ready to fight once more. By the way, Your Highness, allow me to brief you on our plans for when we arrive.
Make it darker. Yeah, that's what I'll probably have to do that next time. I could technically do it now, but I'm a little lazy.
Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursions is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive.
Live.
I'll ride to bring him to you the moment we reach solid ground.
You have my thanks.
A word, Elaine?
This woman's distracting.
Is something wrong?
Well... No, it's nothing.
Are you sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
Please tell me, what is it?
It really isn't important, I assure you.
Then why did you come to me in the first place?
It's just... our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
I can't say I feel any different. But I've
No,
always
this
known
is,
they would come.
I'm playing this off the PlayStation. I got a game capture card, so playing it right off the PS5.
It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm.
The scary thing is, this PS5 account just has my slave name in it, so I just need to not dox myself.
But as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spend all your days banging swords down at the
Ooh.
shore?
She stopped it. Good thing he had that swords down at the shore. Still doesn't sound right.
You've seen that, have you? You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many.
Just wish you would pick a good game I could copy. Wow, this... I'll have you know, this was like one of the best games. You not me. Well, not me. This is one of like the highly rated games for sure to come out in the last bit. This is, I'll have you know, this is co-opted by Atlas. It has to be a goated game. Atlas never misses.
And assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well.
Actually, I have a... You know what? I'll fix this right now. Let me fix this chat. Alright, that might have fixed it. Not. I changed the opacity because it was like at 70%, so when it's at full it should be good. I think. How does that look? Atlas hasn't years. What is wrong with you? Why do you just speak lies? Like, that's like saying like Metaphor didn't exist. like what, wasn't that the game that won Game of the Year? Did it? I can't remember.
Which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet. To reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
It's better though.
Elaine,
No, I have it downloaded via Steam. I'm planning on streaming it in the future, though. Did Astrobot actually win? That's I mean, to be fair, I've never played Astrobot either.
of course. I'll do everything I can, as is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
Well, Metaphor won a lot of awards, if not Game of the Year. There's a 2-second delay. Is there a huge delay for you?
Hey, don't forget about me.
You're talking about the delay of my own mind. Make it your next game so I can copy. She's just gonna copy what I do. Maybe you should get some original material. Have you not thought of that?
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Lex!
What?
Why is there a 35-second delay? That's weird. It shouldn't be. I'm like... I'm watching the stream too, on my own, and it's not that much of a delay for me. And I have the stream open.
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
Maybe it's you. Maybe you did something.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown.
I didn't refuse to use it. You literally just never gave it to me. It's you spew lies. Nothing you say is true. Fake news.
Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is. I'll give my all in the royal name, Your Majesty.
Thank you all. I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
A skill issue. No, never save. Oh, this is what saves look like here. Cool. they're really generous with the amount of saves they give you. Alright. I looked when I looked up how long this. Oh, there it is. There's the difficulty. All right. Minimum tactical. I think expert would. I'll do expert the second time through, but I think tactical the first time through just makes sense. As far as how long this game takes, I think it takes around 60 to 70 hours, something around there. So I should get a bunch of streams worth of this. I'll also be streaming it like twice a week as well. It looks a little different. All right, interesting. But does he have the afro? All right, we're going tactical. I want to use my brain. Oh, the crisp high five. Thank you, thank you.
Elaine, why have you stopped?
We're surrounded.
Not the welcome party I was hoping for.
Get your vile claws off of me! Let her go! Hurry!
God damn, they captured her. So he's a part of these characters are sometimes ruthless.
I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renault.
You just assume that they're all mind controlled at this point. What happens when you try to like get rid of the mind control and it turns out he's not mind controlled? She got hit hard. Yeah, she's taking a nap.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but we've business with the girl.
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
No. Scarlet. What about Violet? My Pokemon games.
No, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her,
also,
that's not
how
for
is
one
the
of my
audio?
station to know.
I was trying to make it so it wouldn't be too loud. Hopefully I'm not too loud over it. I should be a bit louder than it, but shouldn't be by too much. Hopefully everything is perfect.
Yet I shall see it done all the same.
No! Scarlet!
What happened to our guy that was on the horse? I'll be honest, maybe I haven't been paying attention. Watch this with no audio. Then how are you responding to me? Look, Mikey, it's you. You're there. Don't worry, boss. I'll earn my keep and plenty more. If you had hair. Straight into the hornet's nest, huh? You've got to do something, alien. Hear me, soldiers of Cornea. I ask that you stand aside with your returned prince. Yeah, back when I had hair. There we go. Yeah, I knew it. Sorry, kid. Can't do that. I think he has a special portrait, so I'm assuming we probably will recruit this guy. Just following orders from the guy paying the coin. We have a lot of coin. What if we pay you? We have no hope of overcoming such numbers. Ah, there is the... Your Highness. There he is. Wish don't make me dox you. Oh. With us, everyone, I beg. Come, my prince.
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness, this man is Clive, the knight we spoke of earlier.
It's a good thing that all the good guys wear blue and all the bad guys wear red, which I think is kind of similar to a lot of Fire Emblem games. Maybe it takes from that, or maybe a lot of these like strategy games in general just do that.
A pleasure.
But then he takes off his blue robe and he reveals, "Ah, I was red all along."
Still, it rankles the mind. I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
You know, Scarlet had a bit of info. They were talking how they wanted to capture her. It's her fault she didn't tell everyone else what those two knights that were going to capture her was saying.
Who was that knight who took her?
Victim blaming. Is actually a 62-year-old man named Lester. Spread the word. Oh no, why? Why did you have to out me like that?
His name is Renaud, formerly a proud servant of Queen Elenia, not unlike myself. And just as I fell victim to Galerius and his foul
Actually, let me get rid of the info screen because it kind of blocks some of the text.
With a similar fate.
All the same, why Scarlet?
Your days, pal. Note your years.
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with it. Lately, I've heard tell of Zenoira's desire to spread its roots into the Orthodoxy.
They're always after the church. That's what they're doing.
Making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands. And sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you.
Oh no, he's
chance you're helping
purple.
the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
He's a mix of blue and red. He must be in a neutral party.
And you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Travis.
I don't know.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
Maybe that's why he's purple, because he's a spy, so he can mix in with either team.
And what of Renaud?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city. But the real problem is his army of mercenaries. We want after Renaud, we've got to go through them.
Your Highness, we all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aiding Scarlet without first routing the enemy before us.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able.
So that fortress over there serves as the enemy command post. Indeed, Your Highness, and the region will not know peace until we claim it as our own. Housecarls are excellent attackers who can lower an enemy's defense to deal heavy damage. So kind of like Brick Break. As for us, this fortress here is our first and final line of defense. If the enemy overruns it, we'll have nowhere left to run. Then we defend it at any cost and proceed forth with extreme caution. Time for the gameplay part of the game. Alright, so this isn't the tutorial, so it's probably gonna let me do things. Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness, but I believe our units will struggle without the proper changes to their formations. Press triangle on the development screen to adjust the unit's formation. For engaging the mercenaries, press on the screen. You can swap. On the screen you can add, swap, or remove members of a given unit. Perhaps we ought to explain the strengths of each class. Alright, this is going to be giving me a whole rundown. Each character has a set class that determines their combat affinities as well as what weapons and skills they're able to use. Recommended. Nah, I'm scared. Such information would prove quite valuable. Yes, go on, please. As you wish, my prince. Even cavalry classes, such as mine, are quite effective when facing enemy infantry. As such, you may always call upon me to dispatch infantry in your path. Knights are highly effective against infantry-based units and can traverse swiftly due to their high mobility. Remember, Your Highness, that danger lies around every turn upon the field of battle. Yet, this shield I bear is more capable of defending our allies from harm. Hoplite. Okay, so those are hoplites. Boasting great shields, armor. Lights of skill excel at protecting allies. Makes sense. Defending, not the only way to survive, though. Guess me, you're better off not getting hit in the first place. If you put me in the front row, our enemies won't be even able to touch us. That'd be cool. Use high evasion, allowing them to swiftly dodge enemy attacks in the front row. Generally speaking, you'll find it best to place your sturdiest fighters on the front row while reserving the back row for frailer combatants. Look upon the following formations as examples of how you may wish to deploy. The Lord in the front row hears a bronze at the enemy, while the Knight in the back row cuts down. Okay. I was thinking about the hoplite. I think that's a good strat with like higher defense. Share the burden of enemy attacks, and the Lord will heal when he uses lane. Yeah, that makes sense. I like the defense one. That one's really good. Thank you, everyone. I'll be certain to keep this in mind when planning our formations. And we don't even have a caster this time. So I can move it like that. So each of these boards have a limit of 2 people. So I can only fit 2 on it at a time. So I can do that, and then on his, I can put kind of 2 horsemen. And then he can take the brunt because his defenses are really high, and then he can just go in. Actually, couldn't I just... What if I put him off to the side? Does it still work? Alright, this looks good. I maxed out all these formations. So it's just a matter of who do I want to deploy. I'll deploy this team first. And I can deploy 1 more. Let's do Lex's unit. We can deploy the infantry later because they're faster, so that they can catch up.
How shall I proceed?
Let's run it down the middle.
I'm up.
And you guys will follow suit.
Yes, sir.
I could leave like the defensive guys to keep the gate really loaded down.
I'm ready to
Could do more damage, but let's do less damage, knock them back, and then finish them off. I think that's the smarter play.
I am your shield.
Why'd you not guard me? No!
They lie defeated.
Alright, so that was pretty good. Didn't take that much damage, but...
Sure thing.
Let's get these guys to finish these guys off.
On it.
The other thing I have to be careful...
I shall be your shield.
of is they're gonna go around this way.
At
Maybe
once.
I'll intercept them. Oh, he took the brunt.
I'm ready to hit something.
A pitiful end awaits.
You don't stand a chance.
You're not fit to be rust on my spear.
Let's have him get knocked back again, and then I'll sweep everyone up. Because if I could take the least amount of damage, it's probably ideal. We'll go in again, and then I'll get the red hair guy to clean it all up. It's gonna take like 30 hours to remember some of these characters' names, so bear with me. So everyone starts with like one ability, like one passive point, and then one attack point, and then eventually I'm assuming they get more and more as they level up and get stronger.
You shall go no further.
This one's mine.
You're not.
I'm ready to hit something.
A pitiful.
This one's mine.
You're not fit.
There's some healing that'd be done, but I want this guy to get some levels, so I'm just gonna do that. And now it's a one-hit kill. Nice.
Just leave it to Lex.
Also, this game, by the way, all the female characters are like romanceable as well. So like, there's a lot. I think, including male characters, there's like 62 romanceable characters. It's like insane.
No stopping now.
Engaging in battle consumes one stamina, seen on the shield. Oh, that's stamina. Your units right. Units with 0 will be unable to move. When possible, Your Highness, you should try avoiding using only single units in battle. If their stamina be exhausted, they will. You wouldn't be like words, right? They will have no choice with the rest when they stand until it recovers. So, okay, there's stamina, so I need to wait and recover stamina. Okay, that's cool. So that shield number, that number in the shield is just how many actions they can perform less. Keep this in mind, a resting unit is defenseless against attacks, enemy attacks. If an enemy engages a resting unit in battle, that unit will be unable. Ooh, they just get free attacks and everything off of it. So right now, these guys haven't attacked much, which is the redhead group.
I'm up.
So they have plenty. They should go in and knock these guys out. And this group is at 4. You know what?
Your orders, my liege.
While you guys are good, I'm gonna let you guys rest. I didn't get any extra points yet, so I'll have to use, because I want to deploy the horse guys eventually, but I think I need to capture one of the first points there.
This one's mine.
I'm assuming if you're faster, you get like first movement.
Are you okay?
Assuming that's like most games are like that.
No stopping now. Done and dusted.
And now they're at 4. I mean, they're not running. Okay, so there is time in this game too. I have to be careful of that. Now I can deploy these guys.
Of the royal family.
Let's
Awaiting your
run
command.
this into you. This will instantly knock them down too.
As you wish.
Is he still level 20? There's something's gonna happen and this old guy is going to die. I bet you. They're not gonna let me have a level 20 character for long.
Ready.
I'm gonna go here
Yes, sir.
and wait for a bit. And it looks like they've got their own guys crawling around all over the harbor. Judging by appearances, I suspect they have more units ready to join the battle at any moment. Facilities controlled by the enemy army will occasionally call reinforcements to the battle. Try attacking the enemy controlling the facility if you wish to stem the tide. This will force them to heal, stopping them from summoning reinforcements. Okay, interesting. So I want to be careful.
So, what
I bet
next?
you, yeah, they'll just keep on summoning reinforcements, I assume. So as long as I knock them out before they get that opportunity, I think we're good. And I think this is gonna shred. Or, to be fair, I could probably use it to, I could probably use it to straight up speed train a little bit.
For the liberation.
Alright, so that was a turn. How long does it take? 9 seconds. So if they rest for a little bit longer,
very
we're good. So I'm gonna let you guys take that, and then start heading. So, oh, those guys are recruiting too.
On it.
I have taken it as our own.
Oh, kind sir. Thank you for saving us. I hope this can prove useful in the battles ahead. It is also kind of like Fire Emblem. This gameplay is actually really fun. How long? 3.
I'm here.
Awesome.
How shall I proceed?
So it heals them all the way to 6. That's cool too. I think what I'll do is I'll split these guys up into 2 teams. I'll attack on the right here.
Forward.
And then with this guy, I'll
Awaiting your
attack.
command. What would you ask?
I could have deployed from another city. That's also interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. He's just gonna rip through these enemies. And then I guess when they get to like 2 or probably 2 or 1 exhaustion, that's when I should rest. I think that's the smart play. The bridge area appears to be held by enemy spear bears. Not only are they capable of delivering pierce attacks to every column, but they deal heavy damage to cavalry as well. I suggest you exercise the utmost caution in handling them, my prince. Some skills like the soldier's long thrust can pierce an enemy unit, damaging in the front and the back. Yeah. Combatants ranged in column are susceptible to piercing attacks. As such, they should. Yeah, that's why exactly why I put them off to the side rather than right behind. Because that seems to be the strat. A fine reminder, Clive. Let us consider well the enemy's strengths before marching into battle.
Awaiting your command.
Now you got this. You take 0 damage apparently.
Very well.
Easy
Gaze upon
clap.
the face of your demise.
I think it's because you instantly knock out both of them. Yeah, that's why I thought. That's why they do 0 damage.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
Kids aren't half bad. Come on, boys. It's time we teach them what we're up against. There are more of them? You gotta be kidding me. Alas, it is no joke. I suggest we stand our ground and await their advance, rather than urging forward blindly. Makes sense? The facilities such as towns and bridges, a variety of garrison effects, which are bestowed upon the unit garrisoned within. These effects can prove quite powerful to try to garrison units and facilities whenever enemies approach. If you wish to review a facility's garrison effect, simply move the cursor over that facility. You can now skip battles by pressing sweet, the fast skipping battles. It's often better to watch battles play out by skipping them. Prevents you from learning why a unit won or lost. Alright, I hear ya.
What would
So first
you
thing,
ask?
I want to take
As
over
you wish.
this, and then
Hoist the banners.
basically I just want to.
I shall be your shield.
I'll send this guy to fight this guy,
Received.
and then when that guy is close enough, I'll send the other one there. And then he's just gonna be a wall, a wall of death on that side. There's no way they're getting over that bridge. They're straight up being one shot.
I fight in me yet. A trivial undertaking.
Honestly,
Gaze
they
upon
can
the face
keep
of
on
your
sending
demise.
guys there. It's not gonna do anything.
The battle is won. I've not chosen my grave yet.
I do have a time limit though,
I'm
so
up.
I need to be careful a little bit.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
You shall go no
You
further.
don't
A
stand.
pitiful end awaits.
Oh, they're in. As long as they're
This
oh
one's
they're
mine.
You
within
shall go
range, so I
no
can just
further.
swap them. It's a cool way of me shoving this guy faster into battle.
A victory for the liberation.
Interesting. It said it would do 0, but it did do a little bit.
Sure thing. On it.
Your orders, my liege.
I think using this one to like knock enemies back
Forward.
so that the other ones can clean it up is probably the smartest strat there.
You don't stand a
A
chance.
pitiful end awaits. I am your shield.
And if all they can do is 1 damage, it's gonna be easy. Oh, you missed? I guess there is the possibility of that happening.
A thrilling battle.
I just didn't consider it. Alright. Let's let the hot-headed guy
I'm up.
do some damage.
You got it.
Ah, these runes may hold something of use. Oh, okay. So you can find items by garrisoning. Wait. In ruins. Oh, okay. So that's what that does. Let's
How shall
bring
I
the shield
proceed?
guy, and we'll deal with this
At once.
while this other couple of fights get cleaned up.
This one's mine. Score one for Lex.
You
Told
should be
you I'm
really
awesome.
close to leveling too.
Ready. On it. I'm ready to hit something.
And then with this, they should be down at like 2 tiredness, and then I probably should rest up a little bit before heading even further.
That's how it's done.
Rest up while the other guys are
In service
handling
of
the
the crown.
garrison. There is the level. Good invasion. Alright. HP, physical attack. I like him.
No stopping now.
Alright. So let's
Sure thing.
get this guy to rest. How's things over here? Damn, they're on 9 defense? Okay. We'll defeat this. I have more than half the amount of remaining time. We should be good. We'll bring this team to beat these, and then when that happens, I'll send in the horse strike team.
You're not fit to be rust on my spear.
What an insult. Ah, protect me! He's 100% hit rate on me. Okay. I have a couple of other units I just can't use right now. Because you can only have 2 on each like board. I'm assuming as the game goes on, you can actually
Your orders, my liege.
place them.
Forward.
Replace more characters everywhere basically. On the board when you set them up.
You shall go no further.
This one should actually take down the enemies. And then once I garrison here, I should get some kind of special items, although I don't know what exactly I'll be getting. Hopefully something super useful. Could be just more healing items or something like that.
None shall ever harm you. I shall be your shield.
I'm really low on stamina here too, so I'm gonna have to rest soon.
At once.
Alright, that's gonna take over. These guys are gonna finish resting in 9 seconds. You just wait there. After... The question is, I'm probably gonna have to run these guys into them after they're finished resting. And then I'm gonna have to rest these guys like right away.
I have claimed it as our own.
Alright, what did I get? Yeah, it's like, oh, do strength. Interesting. A little item there. Oh, it also heals. Oh, reinforcements. We're not gonna care about that. Oh, it actually heals. That's actually really good.
Ready.
Alright, I'm gonna start running these guys.
Yes, sir.
And I'll just wait exactly one more thing for the...
Come.
Yeah, those guys are just dead.
I'm fighting me yet.
Just, yeah, why would they just send one unit? They're crazy.
For the liberation.
Alright, let's let them heal up one more gauge to full.
How shall I proceed?
And then we could just start running them at the enemy.
Received.
I think we should just have enough time to get to the enemy stronghold too.
I'm up. Ready.
I should have enough time to go in both. Yeah.
Sure thing. You got it.
After they take the bridge, I'll send my units, the knights, into it because they will be at the enemy so fast. They really shouldn't be sending just one unit at a time, though.
You're not fit to be.
I'm ready to...
You shall go no further. You'll see no harm.
There's a super guard focus because like he blocks with his shield if someone attacks someone else, and then I also have like a noble shield block that negates some damage as well. Oh, so when they're on...
You're not fit to be rough.
I'm ready to hit something.
Interesting. When they're...
You shall go no further.
This one's mine.
Interesting. So when they're on their that special position, they can't be like knocked back, or they can't be... Because usually you can like do so much more damage when they're like on their back foot, but it does seem like not so much when it's like this. I know you were gonna miss. And you heal yourself with a crit, so the game just knows. Interesting. Alright, and then these guys could finish that off.
A pitiful end awaits.
And oh, I thought I was gonna one-shot.
Allow me.
Feels like some of the results in combat are definitely predetermined.
My shield shall never
It
break.
probably uses a multitude of a couple of like stats and stuff.
I'm up. On it.
Garrison there, and then we should be close to just going in at this point.
Your orders, my liege.
I'll start going in
At
because
once.
they tend to be slower anyways.
Wasn't even a challenge.
Once this battle here ends, I can
shall hold
then
nothing back.
Dude, they're just melting them. They don't have a chance. This bridge is ours.
Glory to the liberation! I've not chosen my grave yet.
Alright,
I'll
we can
not
start
fail
heading
you.
them in.
Very well.
Sure thing.
I could probably do the same
You
here.
got it.
I am yours to command, Your Highness.
Where shall I
What
go
would
next?
you ask?
We'll do most of the damage with the horses,
By your word.
and then
I'm up.
secondary, we can bring these guys in. Oh god, they would take no damage from that.
I shall be your shield.
I would only take damage. Wow.
Received.
This defense is so strong.
Yes, sir.
There's Albin, leader of the mercenaries. Don't let your guard down, even a second. The stars displayed beneath an enemy stamina represent the relative strength of their unit. An enemy can have 1 to 3 stars depending on their strength. The enemy with a 3-star rating is the commander for a given battle stage. Press that button to open the stage menu where you can review unit formation, save progress, and more. Consider saving before critical moments, such as engaging enemy commanders in battle. Alright. I guess we're saving it real quick. Well, that's a cool screen. The UI is really nice as well. This is in the library. Oh god. Oh god, this is a lot. This is just stuff I already looked or seen. Yeah, this is all stuff I've already learned. Alright, sweet. Well, these are the deployed units. So the only non-deployed unit right now is Travis. Which eventually, once I get more room, I can definitely start implementing. Alright, this
Gaze
battle
upon the face of your demise.
has to happen. Because he's the only one able to do real damage. Honestly, just straight up real damage.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
And knock he did. Them out easy.
Stand true.
Wow.
Hold fast.
I mean, that's an impressive amount of damage for someone who's level 20 in my team.
Stand true. I fight in me yet.
He's even stronger than he looks. Can we truly defeat such a powerful opponent? We can indeed. Our morale alone should be more than enough to see us through this. Yeah. You can use valor skills during a battle stage, selecting the valor skill option. Okay. Menu. Different classes have access to different valor skills, each of which consumes valor points when used. For example, Elaine's Valorous Order grants first strike to allied units in range. Oh, that's a busted ability.
Your orders, my liege.
Let's get everyone close first.
Awaiting your command.
So don't attack
As you
yet.
wish. As expected.
So, what next?
I am here. I shall be your shield.
So let's use the Valor skill. Are these the 3 options? Increase damage dealt by 20%. Reduce damage taken by 20%. Usable duration 1 battle. Increase XP earned by an ally. That's cool. Negate stage damage suffered by an... Oh, okay. Let's do this. Oh, and it cut...
Strength flows through.
Okay.
How shall I proceed?
How much does that do? Damn, like even with the bonus,
Sure
it
thing.
can only do so much. Can he, does he have a Valor skill I can use? Provoke. Oh, they can revive?
What would you ask?
Damage all enemies within the designated area. Really? That just does damage.
I shall hold.
You don't stand a chance.
You shall go no further.
I want to use these
This
guys
one's
though.
mine.
You shall go.
You don't stand a chance.
Oh, it dazed him a little bit. And then he always gets like 1 extra hit.
No stopping now.
And then
shall
I
be
should
your
be able to
shield.
finish off with the main character. Yep.
Forward.
And that is all she wrote.
You're not fit to be rust on my
The
spear.
battle mechanics is super interesting, that's for sure.
Apologies, but I fear we lack the time for pleasantries.
Figures. Let's get it over with then.
I wonder, I really wonder if we're, okay, A, we recruit this guy, B, we kill him, like right now. Those are the 2 things I foresee here. So let's see, is he dead? Is he like out? Or are we recruiting this guy?
I've much room to improve.
I must never yield.
Some of these stats are really high regardless, too. Alright. That was easy enough. It plays a little bit more, yeah, like, it's a fusion between, like, real-time-ish kind of combat and a little bit of, like, the, I feel like, not Final Fantasy, but, Fire Emblem kind of tactics that goes along with it. I think we're gonna recruit
Alone,
him.
are you?
Nah. You don't think it's Fire Emblem-esque kind of combat? It's very similar, that's for sure.
What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the
Yeah,
time
I'm
about
out of this. You're like saying that as if I'm dogging on Fire Emblem. I love Fire Emblem. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never could have done without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourselves. I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle. But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you take that coin.
Then you know how
You
this
don't
ends.
even know this game. You've seen gameplay for like a few minutes.
Stay your blade, Lex. There's something I need to ask him.
I think you're trash, you know, Mikey? That's what I really think about you.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Oh, also I have this sound effect. That one's a good one.
What does Galerius want with Scarlet? I'll take any scraps of information you may have. Please.
You do realize I'm just hired steel, yeah? They keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
What tribe you're from, right?
Well,
just to let everyone know what's up.
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead.
Ooh. Right, clientele.
What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminating type. As long as the pay's right.
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
Hey, if you can use your enemies against your enemies, I think that is an ideal strat.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of Zenoira and its emperor. I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I had heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Elaine, true-born heir to the Cornian throne.
No, she spilled all the beans.
And our war is a righteous one.
It always is.
You're trotting around the crown brat of a dead and gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
I'll make you an offer you can't
come
refuse.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. King-making's not an everyday job for a merc, but you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal?
I think we got
cut
enough
you a little
money.
discount.
350.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident Galerius had some grand purpose in kidnapping her. Delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Our allies remain scattered through every realm of Fevrith. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago. I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness.
Time to be on a
Upon
hiring
ushering you to
spree.
Palavia, I labored tirelessly to build a foundation upon which the Liberation Army can take hold. I have seen great suffering in our lands, 'tis true, and yet greater resentment harbored by the oppressed and the downtrodden. I have every faith such fierce emotion will spur them to join our cause. My prince, fly your crest across the banner of the liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
Chain Chronicles. That's the anime I was thinking of. That's similar to this story. It has a similar story, at least at the very beginning, to Chain Chronicles.
Then I will do just that. I only ask that you be the crutch I may lean on when the perils of war grow too great to bear alone.
Choose a heroic achievement to represent Elaine. Oh? What does this do? Oh, it's like the base. All right, what are we going for? Let's see. No, not feeling it. Not feeling it. Maybe. What is that? Sewer gear? Sewer grate? This one's not too bad. This one's not too bad. Flowers aren't honestly bad either. I don't know if I like that. I think it's between this and this. I'll go with that. Liberation Army. Oh, I can change Cornea. I can just do it to all of them? Oh, I can change it completely. That's sick, actually. Just what I'll do for the rest of the game. Just customize my shield. I think the lines are cooler. Oh god, there's a lot of options. Wait, how much? Holy crap. Alright. Base, let's go with this. Let's go with a diamond. Diamond, because I'm balling. I like the unicorn or this symbol. We got that unicorn, let's do that. And then the helmet that's on top. I think I like this one. This one looks sick. And then the crown. Got the original crown right there. Taken right from King Mikey Boy's head. My crown now. One horse, one unicorn, one lion. That's what I'm talking about. They're gonna fight it out. The fight of a lifetime. That doesn't look good. What's it? The one we have on is that one. That looks good. And I think... No, okay. I think that looks good. Look at the unicorn fights the lion. That's what we go for. Alright, awesome. My good name out of your mouth. Bold of you to assume that it's good. Alright, but that's where I will end today's stream. We finally got into this game. It's pretty interesting so far. I like the combat. The story's been interesting. Very, like, standard story, so nothing to really gush about right now. But I've been liking it so far, and I will be streaming again on Thursday. Around the same time, a little earlier, like 9:30 my time, which is in Mountain Daylight Savings Time. I can't remember. 2 hours and got nowhere. I got past the beginning of the tutorial, okay? I don't have all this time on my hands like you do, alright? I have other things I have to do, unfortunately. I can't be streaming 24/7. Also, that's 2 more hours than you stream for the last 3 weeks. Probably 2 weeks is more accurate. Alright, but I will be calling it there. Here you do. Watch what you say. Alright, that was loads of fun. I will be ending the stream in a bit. I hope everyone has a wonderful day and night. Even Mikey. Even him. Don't stream anymore. Retired. You finally hit it big and retired. Alright, makes sense, makes sense. Alright, I'll be closing the stream. Thanks to everyone that showed up to hang out. I appreciate ya. Otherwise, see y'all.